Hello, friends. Welcome or welcome back if you're a returning viewer. Hi, good to see you. So glad you came back. My name is Ashley, and this is For Dizzy Birds. On this channel, we use a zero-based budget, cash stuffing, and fun saving challenges to help us meet our financial goals. And what are those goals? Well, we've got some big goals. But first, we need to get out of debt. We are over here learning how to change our relationship with money and take back control over our financial future. If that's content that interests you, please consider subscribing because we'd love to have you join us on our journey to becoming debt free. With that, let's get into today's video. Hey y'all! Happy Saving Saturday! Are y'all ready to make some progress towards our goals? I know I am. I could actually hardly wait to get to this video because I have some exciting things to share with you. I've got plans, y'all, so hang in there. So this video will actually post on Saturday. I am filming a little bit early. We've got a very busy weekend ahead of us. But Saturday is technically going to be the last day of August. So if you're watching this on Saturday, welcome to the last day of August. So we have been sharing videos for an entire month, a whole month, y'all. It's been so fun. It really has just flown by. I've already seen a real impact for our family's budget. That I think this is really holding me accountable, which is great because that was my key reason for starting this. But so much more has come from only 1 month of posting videos. As I said, we've made some real progress towards our goals. I've learned some valuable lessons about filming and having a channel, but best of all, I've made some awesome new friends. I'm honestly, truly blown away by the kind-hearted folks in this community and the unwavering support you have all shown me. I feel truly blessed to be a member of this community. Y'all are doing great things by supporting others, including me. And I couldn't be more grateful. I really couldn't. So I just wanted to start out by saying thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. If you're watching my videos, thank you. If you're commenting on my videos, thank you. If you're ordering from my shop, thank you. Just thank you. I truly can't wait to see what we can accomplish together. All right, so now that all that's out of the way, how about we get to it? So as I said, this is going to be the last day of August. So we need to kind of shift gears and think about what we're going to do next month. I've been filming, like as I said, for about a month, and I haven't really told you too much about our situation. And my husband and I have decided to keep things fairly private and share the pieces with you that I think will be helpful to you. But let's talk debt a little bit. They said our main goal here is to get out of debt first, and then we have big goals after that. Our debt, again, is primarily poor decisions, right? I know things happen. It's inevitable that life is going to throw you for loops, and that is something that we can't help, right? That's something that happens to us that impacts our financial situation that we can't do anything about. I can't claim that's why we're in the situation we're in, right? My husband and I actually actively got fully out of debt a few years ago in order to work towards being homeowners, which we accomplished. We got completely out of debt. We purchased a home. We love it. Very proud of that. But as I'm sure many can relate, we somehow found ourselves right back in a big chunk of consumer or credit card debt. And all of it is unnecessary. Unnecessary debt. So we can dwell on what happened, the poor decisions that led us here, or, question why we let ourselves get into that. And we should look at our relationship with money. But ultimately, we got to do something about it. So instead of dwelling on that, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing here on this channel. That's what we're focusing on. We're going to get out of debt. And then we're going to take control of our financial future. So let's talk about goals. I have 3 overarching goals currently. Number 1, if you guys follow Dave Ramsey's baby steps, you know that having that $1,000 emergency fund is incredibly important, right? Because when those things happen that life throws you, those loops that cause financial stress, with that emergency fund, you might be able to overcome that without going back into deeper debt. Right now, we're not in the situation. If something like that were to come, it could be kind of serious for us. So we're focusing very heavily on that $1,000 emergency fund. Outside of that, of course, our goal is to pay off our consumer debt. We don't have large amounts, but we have enough for it to cause us stress, to cause our paycheck to disappear a little faster than we'd like it to. And ultimately, we were paying minimum payments or small payments towards something that never really seems to go down. So emergency fund, pay off our debt. For Dizzy Birds, for this channel, for my business, of course I have goals for that. I would like this to continue holding me accountable. I love making new friends, but I also want to see my business grow. So for that, I've set a goal of hitting at least 50 subscribers by the end of September. When I last checked, we were just over 30, which was great for 30 days. Wow, I'm just blown away by how kind and supportive this community is. But let's see if we can hit 50. All right, so those are kind of the overarching goals for this process overall. I want to grow my subscribers and make new friends. I want to pay off my credit card debt, and I want to get at least, and very starting point, $1,000 emergency fund in place. So let me, for the first time, share just a little bit about my process for setting those goals and keeping track of them. So I have here, move this out of the way. I have here my goals sheet that I use each month to keep track of what I'm working towards. Now, this sheet came from the Budget Mom. I can't remember if it was a purchase or if it was free. But if you go to the Budget Mom's website, she has a lot of really great tools for budgeting if you want to, if you can afford to. Just remember, you can write goals down on a plain piece of paper. We don't have to have a fancy piece of paper to do that. But that is where I got that. I'll, of course, link it down below. So as we walk into September, I sit down to look at my goals and decide what are my 4 top goals for my financial situation, for the family's budget. All right. So we start by setting a no spend. I went to no spend at least 15 days this month. And if you're new to this, a no spend means no unnecessary or unplanned spending. If it was something that was planned and budgeted for, that doesn't count as a spend day. But if it's like a decision that you suddenly hop onto Amazon and grab something, or you see something on Etsy that you just can't stand not having, or you go out and eat and it wasn't budgeted, that would be a spend day. So I've decided that I'm going to shoot to do at least 15 days no spend this month. But as anybody who has ever set goals, I'm a project manager in my job, so I tell you I set goals all day, every day. They need to be measurable, they need to be realistic, and they need to have time attached to them. So we know we want to do this by the end of September. We are saying 15 out of 30 days. That's half of the days. I think I could probably do better than that. So this is very reasonable. And now we need to know how we're going to reach them. Action steps. Okay, so I know I need to stay away from problem stores, websites, and apps. My problem stores: Hobby Lobby, Target, Bath and Body Works, things that I know, places that I know are going to tempt me to make unplanned purchases. I also utilize reverse grocery shopping and meal planning, which means I go to my pantry and my freezer first, decide what I already have, and if there's anything I can make with what I have, or if I'm missing a few ingredients, I will put that on my grocery list. By doing this and planning out my meals for the week, I utilize the things I already have and I cut down on my grocery shopping list. Going with that, I also meal prep. So we meal prep on Sundays so that my husband and I have lunches and usually some dinners already prepped, which again cuts down on that temptation to eat out. And then this is new for me. I would like to start this month by doing a reward for no spend. So I would like to start saving $1 per day for a guilt-free spending fund. We'll see how it goes. Might be a nice little motivator. So that's goal 1. Goal 2 is I want to get the emergency fund to $250 by the end of September. Again, we're shooting for $1,000, but I would like to get to $250 by the end of this month. I've decided that if I take my mini challenges and dedicate half of those, any of our completed funds, to the emergency fund that will help me reach that goal. Also, maybe saving an additional $25 a week. A big part of our consumer debt are those Affirm or Klarnas, where you can pay for things over 4 payments. Very tempting to me. And I don't know, girl mathed it out. It seems like, oh, it's not coming out of my bank account right now. It's okay. Well, those add up. So I've decided to focus in on those first to pay off any Affirm or Klarna debts. And again, I'm going to take half of my minis to pay towards that debt and save any additional I can. So for now, 25 a week. Also, I'm getting a bonus at work, so I have a certain percentage set aside to pay off debt. Now, goal number 4 doesn't fit into the other things that we talked about. Goal number 4 has to do with the Christmas fund. So let's talk about what are the things that are going to happen in your day-to-day life that are going to cost you money. Christmas doesn't know we're in debt. Christmas doesn't care we're in debt, right? Our kids and our families are still going to expect us to participate in Christmas. So we need to be saving for Christmas while we're also doing these things, because this won't go away. And if we hit Christmas and we haven't saved for it, we're going to end up back in debt in order to pay for Christmas. So we also work towards a Christmas fund. I would like to have it at 500 by the end of September. I have plans for that, including Christmas challenges and creating a sinking funds binder and set specific goals for different categories. Again, I can add some additional savings each week that we get paid. So those are our 4 September goals for the budget. No spend, emergency fund, pay off some debt, and save towards Christmas. I think we can do it. What do you think? In fact, I know we can do it. I know we can do it. All right. So now that I've talked so long, and I'm so sorry about that, what do you say we get into it? Let's actually get to saving. So what do we have on the plans for today? I said we had a lot planned. We do. So I apologize in advance if this is going to be a longer video. We are going to save in our weekly challenge binder. We're going to get to play in our Christmas box. Hang in there. It's been a while since we've seen her, but Georgette is coming back for her monthly visit. We're going to get to save in our Georgette challenge. And then I've got a brand new challenge that I just created that I want to share with you, and we're going to start that. So hang in there, okay? So with that, let's go ahead and get started on our weekly binder. Here she is. All right, so I went in and I made some changes based on, we finished some challenges last time, which is fantastic. And I said we would add our September challenge in because we had finished August, so that's here. And then I will show you what else we got. It looks like we have $150 to save in our weekly binder. And just a reminder, again, remember, I get paid monthly. My husband gets paid weekly. So the first paycheck of the month is always quite a bit larger because we have both paychecks coming in, which means I have more to save this week. As you will see in following weeks, I might not have as much. So I definitely try to bolster up our savings challenges when I have it. I'm going to go ahead and count the money. I'll fast forward through it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 130, and 150. All right, so $150 for our weekly binder. Let's see how far we can get. All right, September it is. It says back to school. As we know, my kiddos started back a couple weeks ago, but we are definitely always saving for school expenses. And this challenge here is one that I created very early on. I don't have it in my store, but I'd like to just stick with things when I get them started, so I hate to stop in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going on these until I get through the year. And then after that, I think I'm going to find some of these other really great creators' works. So I'm going to color in the globe here. Okay, so that's $5. I know we could probably do more this week, but I really want to get through the binder, and I've got some new challenges, so we're going to play it easy today. The $5 going into our monthly challenge. Moving on. One of my very, very favorites, our Hocus Pocus challenge from Spooky Budgets. Let's get our cards. Oh, we're getting close. We're getting close to being done. Let's shuffle them up here. And let's choose a card. Did we choose 2 today? Did I learn my lesson? I'm going to choose 2. I'm feeling crazy. Oh, we've got the other 2 witches. This is fantastic. Couldn't have planned that better. We have Temperance and the Empress. Let's see what they have in store for us. 12, starting off with a bang. Oh gosh, I love this challenge. I'm so glad it's laminated so that I can reuse it. All right, let's see what the other sister has for us. Oh, 11. 11 it is, my friends. All right, so that's going to make 23 as our total for Hocus Pocus today. They weren't entirely nice, but what do we expect from the sisters, right? And we got to save it eventually, and we're getting awfully close. And what's good about that is it means I can pull out my other Spooky Budgets challenge when I get done with this one. Let's see how much Hocus Pocus has made us so far. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, 99, 100, 101, 2, 3, and 4. $104 in Hocus Pocus so far. We're getting so close, y'all. It looks like we only have, oh goodness, we only have 5 cards left. I tell you what, I'm excited, but that looks like we can get this pretty wrapped up pretty soon if everything goes well. All right, so we're putting those cards aside, moving on. All right, I've got a new challenge. So we did finish some last week. This comes from Our Beautiful Budgets. This was a freebie that she gave out for 300 subscribers, so thank you so much for that. It's adorable. It's fall vibes. It's just giving it. I love it. So we're going to go ahead and call this a roll and save as we have these squares here. And we're going to roll and see what we got. Okay, it's a 3. I feel like we could maybe do one more. What do you think? 6, of course. No worries. That's a total of 9 going in our new challenge here. Look, we got some fall prop notes made. So we're fully in the vibe now. So this will start out with $9. Not a bad start. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for September. All right. Now up to our bougie challenge from Liz and Les. We've got 4 bougie ghosts in here with their coffees. Time to pick another one. Let's see. We've got a 7, an 8, and a 9. Let's just go ahead and go with the 9 since, like we said, we have a little more this week. Might make the next week a little bit easier. All right, this ghost is going to be sitting over here. And he's already got a coffee. So we're going to leave that one be. $9. Oh my gosh, how cute are these little ghosts. Seriously. All right. $9 in our bougie challenge. Let's see how much we have all together. All right, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, and 71. Did I count that correctly? 71. Let's check one more time. Making sure we're still recording. 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, and 71. 71. We've only got a few ghosts and 2 cups of coffee to go. All right. Till next week, Bougie. All right. So this one is empty. What are we going to do here? Well, first things first, I'm going to eventually get a dashboard made for this, but I have something to share. Now, full disclosure on this one, this is another one of the products that I was playing around with for myself. I have not created anything like this for the shop. I do want to say I was heavily inspired by Spooky Budgets. Their cards were just so much fun that I wanted to create something similar. So I did. These are double-sided. There's no saving challenge on the back, but the front each has 1 scratch. I genuinely don't remember what the numbers were like under this. I just thought they were pretty, and I thought they would be fun to add to my Halloween batch. So I'm sorry they're not in my shop. If you just really, really want me to put them in my shop, we can have a chat. Feel free to give me a holler. But I thought we'll go ahead and play since we created it. So I'm going to shuffle just a little bit, even though I don't think there's really any order to them. And I certainly don't remember. And I'm going to start by pulling 2 cards. 1 and 2. Oh my gosh. Now, if these are high, I have no one to blame but myself, right? Okay, so 13 candles. Well, look at me being hilarious. 13. And the haunted cottage is 15. Okay, remember that for next time. Ashley, you were putting some spicy numbers on these cards. All right, so we have a total of 28 going into this to start it out. Now, that's a heck of a start. 28 going into, we're calling this Pink Witch Tarot cards. I'm going to set these in here for right now just so that I remember to get a dashboard made. Right now, our fancy Post-it note is serving. All right, so until next time, ooh, we have our crazy bat. Our crazy bat here only has 3. Let's see what's under these 3. We have a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I tell you what, it's like it just knows that we have more to spend this time, and it's just trying to take it all. So $11. Should we roll again? I'm going to say hold off. Let's hold off. We've got a lot of challenges to get through. We'll probably come back, though. Let's see what we have so far. 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 57, 59, 60, 61, 62, and 63 out of 75. So we can kind of figure out what might be under those stickers. Okay, so moving on. This one is the other freebie that our Beautiful Budgets is giving for 300 subscribers. We're going to use it as a roll and save as well. 5. So yes, thank you so much. This is so adorable with the spooky vibes. We're going to do 5 to get us started. And a pumpkin prop note to go in. All right. Here we are with Just a Girl Who Loves Fall. We have 3 scratchers left on this one as well. Let's see what it's going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, not too bad. Lucky number 7. Last 5 and 7. Let's go ahead and go again. 2, 1, 2. 5. We're going to put this 5 back and grab a 10. And well, we can't just leave 1, right? Or, hey, look at that, y'all. We finished a challenge. Woo! We'll ring the bell here in just a second after I clean up my mess. Just a Girl Who Loves Fall is all done, and if we did this right, we added all our numbers up, we should have 55 in here. So if you're watching this on Saturday, how's your weekend going? How's your Saturday going? I hope it's going fantastically. We are 20, 30, 35, 37, 39, 41, 43, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. Awesome. We are getting ready for a camping trip. Super excited to take the new camper out for a very quick camping trip. Not quite cool yet, so hoping the weather's not too terrible for us. All right, so we have 55 saved there. Do you know what that means? It means a couple of things. We need to ring our bell. Yay! And we need to put $1 in our ding, ding, ding. Of course, is the challenge. Donna powered by creativity. Awesome. We're going to keep saving ones in here, and at the end of the year, we'll see how much we saved. So that's exciting. Yay. Okay, we're going to set that one aside. Okay, so here's another change. I've decided that we're going to play this game, Shut the Box, and a couple of other games that I have planned. So yay, that's going to be fun. But we're going to play that during a different video. We're going to have a game day video. So I've got some great games lined up for us to play. But since we've gotten through all of the challenges that are in this, and we still have some money left, we need to go back and finish up some of these. Okay, so we need to probably put some more into our September back to school challenge. I think we will do another $5. Benny is always needing more money in his food account. The kid never stops eating. I feed him before he leaves. He takes a lunch and he still stops and gets breakfast. But you know, I just hate the idea of anybody being hungry while they're trying to learn, so I never get onto him about that. If he wants to grab breakfast on his way in, we do that. So we're always having to buffer up that food food account for him. So this might help us there. Okay, so we've got $5 there. And what about this $5 paper airplane? So yeah, we're looking forward to a camping trip in the new camper. Hopefully everything is working the way it's supposed to, especially the air conditioning. As I cannot tell you how uninterested I am in a camping trip this time of year without air conditioning. We have $15 in there. We still have a little bit. I kind of tempted. Let's do another Hocus Pocus. Let's do another one. All right, so we said we had 5 left. I'm going to shuffle them up a little bit. And I'm going to pick one right down the middle. Here we go. This would be the devil. Well, you know, I don't have high hopes for this being a nice number. What do you all think? Oh, oh, so clever. 6. Not a terribly high number, but very fitting for this character, for this card. All right, so another $6 going into Hocus Pocus. I'm not going to count again. This is already going to be a long enough video. We'll count it next week as we get close to finishing this out. Our 5 in here. All right. Okay, let's do another one here on this one. We're still doing pretty good. Oh, and a 1. Well, that certainly makes things easy. We have a 1 going in this one. Yeah, let's go again. 6. No problem. We got this. All right, but let's see what we got. We're going to take these 4 and take a 10. So it's 10, 15, and 16 in this one. Oh my gosh, I'm so not in a hurry to finish this one. I wanted to make it last forever. But I would also very much like to finish another challenge next week. So let's go ahead and do ghost number 8 over here. And he's got to have a coffee. All right. Ghost number 8 has a $6 coffee. So that's going to be $14. And then we should be able to finish this challenge next week, y'all. All right. So $14, 10, 12, and 14. I'm going to hold off on counting again. It'll be more of a surprise next week. All right, Bougie. We'll be back to finish you up. All right, how much do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 2. So we have a total of $7 left. I'm not feeling real good about my very own challenge. I seem to have some spicy numbers in there, so I don't really want to end up with an IOU. I think we could maybe scratch another on this one, or we could do another roll and save here. Let's do a roll and save on this one. 1. Well, there you go. 1 it is. Let's do one more. Can't see that. 2. So a total of 3 so far. And 5. So a total of 8. Did we just do ourselves in there? We sure did. $5 plus 2 makes 7, which means we now have an IOU of $1. Hey, it could be worse, right? $1 is not too bad. I'm going to grab one of those really quick. Your little birdies. He says, oopsie daisy. $1. Okay, we'll put that right in the front. No big deal. No harm done. All right, so with that, we have put $150 towards our weekly savings challenge binder. So that's great. I'm going to put that away. We finished a challenge, so we need to put that in our save to sync. And here we go. Here's something else. This is the save to sync for August. I am going to pull all of this out and allocate it out, add up, find out how much we're going to do that in the next couple of days. I just have one more thing I want to get ready for that. So I'm going to keep track of this one goes to September. For now, it's going to go in here, but we won't count that until the end of September. All right. So we'll put that away. So what's up next? Christmas box. So we went from spooky to Christmas. I love it. I love it. I love it. So we've now played Christmas box 2 times. And if you haven't seen this is one of the box challenges from GB at Income Babes. I am just fully addicted to these challenges. I have purchased her spooky box, her Christmas box, her Thanksgiving box, which I call turkey box, candy box, and candy bag, and I fully intend to utilize them. They are so much fun. So we're going to play Christmas today. I have $100 to put towards this challenge, and we'll see how far it gets us. Really quick, I'm going to go ahead and count the money. I will fast forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. All right. $100 for our Christmas box. First things first, we need to check to make sure we don't have any IOUs from the last time we played. So far, so good. There we are. There's our little avocado. Whoopsie. We owe $1 for section 2. So we're going to set that there. We're going to take our dollar and we'll go ahead and put that in. Okie dokie. Last but not least, we need our cards. Here we go. I'm going to get those out and switch to Christmas goodness. Okay. So here in our Christmas cards, we have our scratch and search. We have our search and saves. And then we have all those cards in there that make things terribly exciting. Like reindeer attack, triple the next card. I'll tell you what, these can make it very spicy, but here's the other thing. We're behind on Christmas savings, so we're going to hope the cards are nice to us so that we get to play longer. But in the end, the more we save, the better Christmas will be. So we're going to go with it. We're going to be okay with it. All right. So, just a reminder, we have these additional games that we play. We have 100 Days Before Christmas, Candy Cane Dash, Save Miss, Reindeer Games, and then we have our sections, which serve as our envelopes. One other thing, we weren't playing it this way last time, but Christmas bingo here. I was watching someone play this, and I think it's really smart. Basically, as you pull the card from the stack, you cross off the item. So I like that way of playing, but the catch is that we need to pay $1 each time we mark off a card. So these are cards that we marked off the last time we played. And that's how we will play this without having to play it separate. I'm great. So this little row right here is doing all right for itself. All right. So Christmas bingo, well on its way. All right. So we have a total of $5 going in to Christmas bingo. That gets us caught up from how we've played the last 2 times. Okie dokie. The other thing we do before we start playing is we pull out the 100 Days Before Christmas. This is 100 plus some bonus. We're going to roll our dice to see how many we're going to cross off today. We are going to cross off 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $6 going into this one. Let's see where we are. Fantastic. 10, 15, 20, 25, and $28 in 100 Days Before Christmas. Okie doke. Here we go. All right, let's pull a card and see what we get. Lump of coal, save $7. Where, GB, do I save the lump of coal? Oh, is it here? There's a lump of coal. Do not see lump of coal anywhere else here. So what do you guys think? Should we save it in there in the Plinko game? Saved is saved, right? I say that's good. We'll go ahead and put that card aside. Take $7 and put it in here in the Plinko game. That's the only place I can find a lump of coal. I kind of want to turn these 5 ones into 5 just to keep things condensed. All right. Next card. Latex. Save $5. Do we have a sleigh anywhere on here? No, we do not. How about we draw another card and add the $5 to it? No. We have another one of these no tax things. Let's shuffle again. We need to actually find a card that has an icon on it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the sleigh tax. We're going to add it to this. All right. So we're looking for the red bow. It's right here. It's $8. We have the option to add 1, 2, and 3 or 3. I'm going to add 3, so that's going to make it 11. So $11 for the bow, but we have a sleigh tax of $5. So 10, 11 plus 5 makes 16. $16 for this card, and then we're also going to make sure we mark it off on our bingo card, which I think I'm just going to pull out here and set to the side. All right. So $16 going in to section 1. Right there. We're going to condense these envelopes today before we put this binder away, so I'm not going to count it just yet because they're starting to get a little thick and I don't want to break the envelopes. So we're crossing off our red bow. We're going to set that aside. We're going to set this aside, and we're also going to cross off a bow on our bingo. All right, $1 for bingo. Okie dokie. Let's see here. Scratch and search. So fun. So fun. What's your favorite type of savings game? I like them all, I think, but I definitely love a scratch off. Okay, we're looking for our candles. We already saved our candles with the card, so we decided this was going to be extra money. We're going to save it in the same envelope, so that's $11 for the candles again. Back in here. All right, moving right along. Let's do another scratch and search. And these are going to be extra. So even if we haven't marked off the icon already, we're not going to. We're just going to add the amount for that icon to the same envelope. Okay, so we're looking for our tree. Our tree here is $8. So we're going to add $8 here to section 3. Yeah, I definitely like a scratch and search or a scratch off with a mystery. Makes it feel like a game. We also like coloring in on paper. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. I said I wasn't going to count, but guys, there's already $43 in this one. Amazing. It's amazing. Okay, we have another search and save. We're looking for the bells. Where are you, bells? Here you are. You're the last icon on section 1, so moving right along there. $6 for those. Let's add $1. Let's add 3. We're behind on Christmas saving. We got to get caught up. All right. So we're going to save a total of $9. We know we have a 1 back here, so I'm going to take a 10. All right, and here before we put the binder away, I will be condensing these. These are getting 6. So as we see here, all the icons for this one are done. That doesn't mean the cards don't hold some prizes for us. We technically have completed the section 1 savings. Oh, and we need to make sure we cross off a tree and a bell. There are 2 bells. There we go. So we need $2 more for bingo. All right. Perfect. All right. Let's see. We're getting kind of lower on the money. Let's go play some of our extra games. I don't remember. Are there cards in here that point us to our extra games? May not be. No, that's fine. We have to decide to play our extra games, and I don't want to get behind on them. So, we did our 100 Days of Christmas. Up next is Candy Cane Dash, which we're going to do as a roll and save. Pretty simple, easy peasy. 5. And let's go ahead and do 2 icons. So let's roll again. We have a 6. So $11 going into Candy Cane Dash. Awesome. Moving right along. And it doesn't even feel like we're saving money. We're just playing a game. So if y'all haven't seen these or you're new to my channel, these box challenges that GB creates, they are digital downloads. She offers them in her Etsy shop. Of course, link it down below. But it's so fun. You can print them out and then laminate them if you like. Pretty awesome. All right. This time we are going this as a roll and save as well. A 2 for the baubles. All right, we're getting lower on the money, so I'm going to go ahead and stop there on this one. But we're going to need to play our Plinko, which is next up. Or reindeer games, as GB calls them, which is adorable. All right. All right, reindeer games. Let's set this aside here. So basically, we're going to take our little birdie. We're going to roll a dice. We need a green dice. It's Christmas. It's going to tell us we're going to start on 5. So we're going to move down this and hopefully don't hit any of the reindeer or the baubles because we have to save extra. Oh, nope, 5. I thought we had, but we didn't. All the way down to whichever gift it tells us to. Okay, so 6, we land on a bauble, which means we're going to have to add $2. So I'm going to go ahead and put that here so I don't forget. 4 right here. 5 here. And 1, another bauble. So $2. All right, that's just for the baubles that we hit on the way down, and then we landed on the $2 gift. So total for this run of Plinko was $6. We're of course going to trade that 5 ones in for a 5. So we've got $6. Okay, now let's play another round of Plinko because we are getting down to the bottom of our budget. All right, starting out at number 4. Number 2. 4. 4. 1. Oh, we're having a lucky run here so far. And 3, we made it all the way down without hitting any reindeers or baubles. So $3 for our gift. All right. Okay, so that means we're putting another 5 and some 1s in here. All right, let's see what we have left. Little birdie back over here. And let's see if we can get out of this without an IOU. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we have $12 left. Now we could draw a card and have a little less control. Or we can look through here and see if we could find an envelope that has 12. Well, we don't. We have 8, 5, 9, 7, and 10. And those are all done. So how about 8 and 5 makes 13. Decisions. Oh, I know what we're going to do. I've got it. Okay. So let's do the biggest envelope we can find, which is this one here. It's $10. $10 here for this one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. $10 going into section 2. All right. We're going to be condensing this down, so I'm not going to count it just yet. All right, so we have $2 left. We don't want an IOU. Nobody wants an IOU. We don't know how Plinko would do us. This is a roll and save. This is a roll and save. But hey, we have our 100 days before Christmas. And as it turns out, we could cross off 2 more of these, be done with this row, and avoid that nasty IOU altogether. All right. So starting out here, we're going to go ahead and condense down. I've got some different prop notes ready in case we want to take back some of these ones and make these envelopes not so thick. So that's why we do it, right? We are going to condense down very quickly because the envelopes are tight. They're getting tight. They're getting full of money, which is a good problem to have. But this way, we can switch it out for lower bills, and also we'll have ones to play with next time. Okay, so we have 10, 15, and 20. We can go ahead and do that. And yes, I'll just tell you right now, I have a funny way of doing this so I don't get confused. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I know I just put a 10 back, but if I make it too complicated, I'm going to mess it up. So we have $30 in 100 days before. All right. Candy Cane Dash. Let's see if there's anything we can condense. There's not a whole lot in there. 5, 10, 15. We can trade these 2 5s in for a 10. All right. So $17 in Candy Cane Dash. I don't think there's a whole lot in here yet. Let's see. Oh, well, we can certainly condense this down. 5 1s and a 5 down to 10. You all didn't know you were going to get a bonus cash condensing. I didn't either. Those are my favorite videos. Are they yours? I love watching a cash condensing. Just something about it. It's cathartic. 5, 10, 15, 20. So you're welcome. Sorry about the long video, but yay for a cash condensing. All right, so we have $15 there. We're going to keep a 5 and put this back for a 10. All right. So in Reindeer Games, we have 35 saved. Okay, this one, look how thick this one is. And this is with prop bills on top of that. So we definitely need to condense this down. Let's see if we can get this all organized first. It's pretty organized. All right. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. I even have $50 prop bills. So we can do that. Fantastic. 10, 20. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. This is actually getting kind of hard to manage here. All right. See, this is what happens when I lose track. I have to do it one step at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, $10 in ones. So we have a total of $80 in section 1, which is great. So we're saving extras with our little spicy cards and whatnot. So instead of 69, we've saved 80 so far in section 1. Now the cards may still have more in store for us, so that may not be done. All right, section 2 is also getting pretty fat. Let's see how we can condense down this one. Not as organized, but we're going to get it there. All right, we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And we're going to turn this into a 20. Hey, this little cute 20 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. 21s. Those will be nice to have. Look at that. One of my favorite Christmas treats. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that 5 was hiding in there. 4. Okay. So this is technically 50. I just like this. So we're going to keep that 20, 40, 50, 55, and $59 out of 66 original goal for section 2. And let's see how 3 is doing. There's 20 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. $10 in ones. Our little silly birds. All right. And then we have 2 10s right there for another 20. For an adorable little penguin, we have $43 in section 3. Y'all, we are making progress, and this is only the 3rd time we've played. Okay, and this is what's left of our bingo funds now that we've started playing that. Okay. So we can trade this in for a 20. Hello, little fella. $23 in Christmas bingo. And look out, hiding back here is our Christmas cuppa, and we totally forgot to play that. So I think I might move Christmas cuppa and bingo to the front so that we don't run the risk of forgetting them in the future. All right. So with that, we have wrapped up this week's Christmas box game. A successful run, if I don't say so myself. All right, so we'll put that away. Okay, guys, let's see how long our video is at this time. We're already up to an hour. I definitely want to share Georgette and my new saving challenge with you, but I really think it's best if we stop here, and I'm going to create a second video, post that for you. I don't really like to go over an hour, so with that, we will wrap it up. And like I said, I will film another video. Don't worry. We will see Georgette. We will see the new challenge. If you liked what you saw today, you liked today's video, please give it a like, give it a comment if you will. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. That really helps us grow our channel. And until I see you next, I'll just say hang in there, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.